that time again. Tonight we're going to be looking at AMC once more because we are seeing a flat day with AMC. Let's have a look at another thing which we are seeing today with AMC, a volume figure of only 76.39 million, and that is really low. And this is a very interesting tactic, and we're going to be getting more into that in this video. Some of my thoughts on what is going on today. Guys, if you haven't seen this channel before, do make sure to subscribe to it as we talk about AMC now pretty much on a daily basis. Share the video wherever you can, it would be appreciated. And yes, now we're going to jump in. You can join us on Twitter as well. It is at N2S Finance, where we post all the time about all different stocks, cryptos, and all that kind of stuff. And you can join us on Patreon, which is also linked down below, to support this channel. But yes, we're going to jump in and start looking at AMC. Now, one thing which you will already know, but I am going to say it once more, I am not a financial advisor, and this is never ever financial advice. But when we look at some 1 month chart with AMC, we are seeing a very interesting pattern emerge. So today we are sat at about 56.74. There is still some time to go before the market does close, but we are seeing a pretty consistent price now for the majority of the day. If we do zoom out to the 1 day chart, we can see how AMC has been moving. Big sell off for the first few hours of open, and then we have sat flat for the majority of the day. We have climbed up a little bit, don't get me wrong, but we are seeing some pretty flat volume and some pretty flat trading as well in comparison to what we do usually see with AMC. The RSI figure down here is sat at only 47, which is quite surprising for AMC, because AMC, as we already know, the RSI figure is usually above 60 from what I have seen in the past few weeks, and now we are seeing it down at 47. And again, 50 would be neutral, so 47 is ever so slightly towards the oversold side. Yeah, we are not near there yet, but we are coming closer to it than we are to the overbought side. Again, climbing up to 49 now, but you can see that for the majority of the day, RSI figures have been about, 46, 48. It's been about in the 40s for the majority of the day. So AMC has been more towards the oversold side for the majority of the day, apart from up here where it almost touched the overbought side. So pretty neutral RSI there, even if it is going ever so slightly towards the oversold. The MACD, you can see down here, pretty neutral as well, to be honest. And again, the moving average for today is roughly where we are trading right now. We're slightly below the moving average, but I don't suppose it matters too much in my opinion. And again, what we have seen today now with AMC is really interesting. And the reason why I'm making this video is not really to look at AMC's price, because whilst it does tell us a lot about, how the stock has been trading, it's not too significant anymore. One thing which we have already learned, in my opinion, is that the price does not matter. Yes, you can get less shares than what you could, a few weeks ago for $10 or even $5 before that. But ultimately, what we are seeing now is a kind of like a war. It's a war of multiple tactics, to be honest. First it was a shorting, bringing the price down at open, at close, on Fridays before the weekends, to get people to panic sell. It hasn't worked, and now what we are seeing, in my personal opinion, is this attempt to make people bored, and just pure bored. Today has been a boring day. I actually thought it was going to be a boring day. Usually I do like to check on the price of AMC quite often, not because I'm thinking of selling it, but just because I want to know where it's going, just to keep me entertained for a while. But today I only checked it like once because it isn't too entertaining, and I knew that this was going to be the case. I can see this being a tactic for some time now, until really they actually do run out. Let's have a look at what we've been testing over the past few days. We can see that from this point here, a few days ago, earlier in the month, we touched above 62, don't get me wrong, but we weren't able to stay there. And that has been a consistent pattern ever since. We have touched above 62 consistently, but we haven't remained there. We can see how the days have been moving. We've hit 60, come back down, hit 60, come back down, we hit it again there, and a few days in the past as well. So realistically, we can't remain in that $60 range. And that, again, could be seen as a tactic by the hedge funds to try and stop the stock from moving in the positive, but it doesn't really matter anymore. They are not going to bore us apes. A lot of us have been here now for months. Most of us have been, I would say. So when we have to wait another month or even another 2 months, we are okay with that. I think what the hedge funds need to remember is that when we think about this one logically, the hedge funds have got less money than we have time. Are they going to run out of money before we run out of time? I think that is probably the case, because let's face it, guys, most of us can afford to wait a few weeks, months, maybe even years to get unimaginable wealth if AMC does see a squeeze. And why are the hedge funds and the shorts in general not closing their short positions? You've got to think about it logically. We have seen the short interest increase for AMC, people wondering why that is. Again, it doesn't seem logical to me, it doesn't seem logical to you, but from where these people stand, I personally believe it is a power thing in multiple ways. First way is because, they're the rich people, they do not want to be beat at their own game, and they think that we are too stupid to beat them at their own game. The second area which I believe is, where they are focusing is the fact that they have been shorting the stock ever since it was at $5, ever since it was at $10, and now they're way too committed to just close out their short positions and go bankrupt or broke or whatever it's going to be. You got to think about it from where they are standing. They probably are going to try everything that they can to stay in business, even if that includes shorting AMC more and more and more, and then chances are, in my opinion, it will not work out for them, because again, a lot of us have more time than we have money, and the money that we have isn't a lot. We've got a few thousand, maybe a few 100,000, but the hedge funds have got billions of dollars. I know a lot of us are willing to put the money that we have put in and potentially lose it, if things do go sour, because of the high likelihood that we have of seeing AMC see a squeeze. And again, this is really interesting. I hope that this does actually squeeze soon, but either way, I am not too bothered. If it squeezes soon, if it squeezes later, I do not care. They can try this boredom tactic all they want. I do not think it will work, but there we go. That is just my opinion. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.